Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
We got this.
Let's go. 8, read. Look at me. Go. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
You draw Porter.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage. This secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, the pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
Looking to throw. Herbert, space to maneuver at the 40. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards, the final tally.
And an Eagle first down.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Silver. Jim.
Get it.
On first down, it's Taylor, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. Taylor. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
It's just me and you.
6-6, pull it high.
From the gun, Herbert got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Here's Taylor. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
On 1st and 10, Herbert, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Jackson. Snead's got it. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go. Eight together. Watch the out.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 19th touchdown now on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's third down.
Down. 8, read.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Here we go.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. Back to throw. Herbert. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Ready, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Gain of 15. First down, Eagles.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Taylor. Past the 20. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Ravens 7. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They toss to Ingram. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Check, 47. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On second and 11 now. Jackson flushed out right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Running. 15 on it. 15 on it. Check. 53's mine. Come to wild work.
Ingram again, a first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Check tight. Check tight.
Running right, this is Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Tucker's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense. When you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On second down now, it's Ingram. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Forced out to his left. Got a man. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give him 17 on that pickup.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. To throw again on second down. Jackson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. It's caught by Jackson. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Complete to Deshaun Jackson. Let's go. 14. First down, Philadelphia.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Herbert, and that is incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run with Ingram. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right here.
Check 3.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Get that quarterback. Get that quarterback. Check 24. Check 24.
47.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on second and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Check pass. He's coming. Let's go.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Second and 15. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards.
This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Taylor. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Ready. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
What we got?
Hey, orbit.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Ingram. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Cut, cut, cut.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Ingram. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Yo. Check. 22, check. Over. 22.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Ingram. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And some space here. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 76 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better.
Jackson down. Going to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Okay, ready, Mike 47. Get that quarterback.
Again, Jackson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
On first down, Ingram, and a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Tucker now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Herbert. Stepping up, he'll try and run. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And logo. Recon, 132 fighter.
To throw on 2nd down, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Here we go! 70, Indy. Slam. Protein spill. Get it.
On third down, it's Taylor, and he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
6 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Philadelphia, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they've fallen out of things now as they sink